Good morning, everyone. It's Rick from Ozark Living Homestead. It's August the 30th. You guys know I started this trench quite a while back and then kind of stopped because I didn't have enough at the cabin done to worry about getting power and water up there. But I still don't. But anyway, I decided I'm going ahead and get this thing in the ground before it gets starts getting cold, which I still have a ways to go. But and as you can see, I've dropped the line down in there. The rest has already been done on the other side of the shed over there from the pole. It's actually running to the old house, and it's fed by a water hose, which I think you can see it. Maybe it's a black one. It's stretched across right up there. Running to the well house there, and that's what actually that's where I get my water from now, and it's just kind of tied in to the old house there. That's where I had the bathroom at. But I dropped the line down in there, and the water line up to this point, because we've got it actually it's a little over 2 foot deep. I actually hired a kid, a local kid, and I call him a kid, early 20s. To give me a hand digging this trench so I can just get it done and get it out of the way. And you know, I made this statement before how lazy some of these kids are nowadays. 2 days now he's helped me. He lasted 2.5 hours the first day, 3.5 hours the next day. So he said the heat was getting to him. Well, you know, I'm pushing 60 years old, and he gets to me, but I don't stop. Of course, this is, you know, this is my place and this is my stuff. But you know, kids are lazy, unfortunately. Not all kids, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of good kids out there, but nowadays a lot of kids are lazy, you know. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna get off of that. But as you can see, the black line that runs through there, that's the power running under the ground. And then the other one is my water line, and I've run it all the way up to here. And this is where we still need to clean out some more. And I actually walked out here last night too, I don't know, about 7:30, breaking a lot of this up, all the way up through there. Because the way I did it, I actually, and I showed once before, I took the auger on the back of the tractor, and I just kept moving over and over and over, digging about 3 foot deep holes. You know, didn't have a little side wall in between that would need broken up. But then I got to thinking there's got to be a little bit easier way than that. So, but there is no easier way than that. But what I did is, once I got all the holes dug all the way up to that corner post is where the box is going to go up there. I took the auger off and I put a middle buster on it. And some of you guys know what a middle buster is. I actually don't know exactly what it is. I was told it was actually used for digging up potatoes and stuff. The rows you just kind of go through, and it turns the dirt over and pulls the potatoes up, and then you just pick your potatoes up. But anyway, I put the middle buster on because I had bought one of them quite a while back in an auction, really cheap. And what I did is just started running through it, and I just kept going deeper and deeper. Now it only goes so deep, and I got it down, and then I just had to go through with a shovel. Walking, you know, kind of backwards, and I would dig a shovel deep and pull it up, and of course a lot of it falls back in there. So what you're seeing now, a lot of that is just broken up dirt. It just needs to be cleaned out of this trench, and it'll put it down pretty much deep as it needs to be, which is about 2 foot or more, to make sure my water line doesn't bust. Now this water line, I've got it stretched around here. It's CPVC pipe. It's got a cap on the end down there. I've had pressure on it all night, and well, I cut it off in the middle of the night because I didn't want it to bust or something or leak, and I not know it. So I cut it back on this morning. It's got pressure on it now, and I don't see any leaks nowhere. And I always test these water lines before I permanently bury them in the ground, because that's the last thing I want to do is to be having to dig this thing back up and repair a leak. And so far, not a leak nowhere, and it's got full pressure on it. Now what I'm going to do, as you can see the water hose where it goes across there, somewhere right in here, that's the actual electric line that's feeding the well. because again, I don't have any power, you know, just running off this old house. What I did to hook up, but I'll have to run another line down to go over to the warehouse. Now this is a temporary warehouse that I built when I first got it in there, and eventually it's going to be a lot nicer, bigger warehouse. You know, of course, set right in front of the cabin here. But I've got to run power, and what I'm going to do is run a line. Actually going to run 2 lines. I'm going to tap into the main line here, run it over to the well house and into the well house. There'll be 2 lines, and the reason for 2 lines, one's going to be feeding the cabin, and they'll both come out and they'll join, and one will go up and hit the cabin, and then one will come out and it'll go down to the old house. And the reason I'm doing that is, if I get a leak in the cabin side, or if I get a leak in the old house side, I can separate them and turn one off and still have running water to the next. Because if I don't do that and I just have one line, if I get a leak anywhere in the line, I've got to shut the whole thing down and start finding it and digging until I find it and fix it there. So anyway, that's my reasoning behind that. And like I said, a lot of you guys know what a middle buster is, but I'm going to give you an idea. I know this one's kind of boring, just showing you a trench here. Let me see. Well, for you guys that don't know what a middle buster is, it's just like a little plow. Excuse me. It's just like a little plow. It just goes down the road, and it's got 2 blades on each, or a blade on each side, and it just pulls out the dirt. And as you see, I kind of rigged it to where it would dig deeper, so I can get it as deep as possible. But anyway, I thought I'd give you guys an update on this, show you where I'm at with this. I haven't put out one in a couple of days because I've just been so busy. You know, like I said, my wife's coming up real soon, and I need to get moving on this. Should have been moving a lot faster, a lot sooner. But anyway, you can only do so much. Kind of let the grounds go as far as the weeds and stuff. But you know what? Once I got a place to live and she's got a place comfortable to live into, I'll get it cleaned back up again. So, and that was one of the things that took a lot of time, was trying to keep the grounds clean, which is fine. It's not that bad trying to keep them clean. But when you try to build a house and do everything else at the same time by yourself, you can't do it. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get off of here. This kid's supposed to show back up today, and hopefully we'll have it finished up this afternoon or today if he shows back up. And then I've got to run in town. I got to get some feed and stuff like that. So, all right, guys, I hope you guys have a great day, and you go. Boy, I'm tongue-tied. I hope you guys have a great day and stay safe.